I never thought there'd be a day when Karlissa would be right about something, but she just went off on Chrisean and her shady family for allegedly touching Khan Jr. inappropriately, and for the first time, a lot of people agreed with her. Khan's family already has a disturbing history of allegedly touching each other, so once people saw this, they got triggered. Karlissa was one of them. Junior has been put through hell since the day he was born, so people are very protective over him. Right after he was born, his own daddy denied him and posted his private parts on the internet. Both of his parents went to jail. People started spreading his photos online, claiming he was autistic, and now his own family is being accused of touching him inappropriately on camera. At this point, I don't even blame people for calling CPS on Chrisean. Okay, so, in case you somehow missed all the drama, it started a few days ago when a video went viral of Chrisean's niece kissing Junior all up on the mouth like he was her boyfriend. This was an immediate turnoff for a lot of people because nobody knows where that girl's mouth has been, and here she is sticking it on Junior's mouth. She could have been giving her man that slop just a few hours before, or eating somebody's backside we don't even know. That's exactly why she shouldn't be kissing nobody's kid on the mouth. The worst part is, Junior was visibly uncomfortable when she was doing all this, and she just kept going. When Karlissa saw this mess on the blogs, she was not having it. She jumped on her Instagram story to drag her. She said, "I'm angry on so many levels, because I don't know what I'd do if I saw somebody put their lips on my baby's mouth. Jonathan Porter, you really are in a world of trouble." Chrisean's niece saw this just a few minutes after Karlissa posted it, and she didn't hold back. She came for her hard, calling Karlissa an old hating witch, saying she was gonna nipple up on her with her mama and give her the worst whooping of her life. She added, "My baby cousin, the one y'all love to hate, I can kiss him if I want to. I'm not over there with y'all. He's loved over here with us. Big love. Thanks for playing with my top and mentioning my name. I've been wanting my mother to slap you anyway, you witch. Congratulations, consequences pending. It's on site. You just don't get enough. Aunt Chrisean bled and pissed you the F off. You think my mama won't do something to you? I'm not worried about no B in those comments. If they not pulling up girl own hands. Damn sure not fussin' with a B that's not from Baltimore." She also posted a photo of Karlissa with her bare cheeks out and captioned it, "Wicked old tired miserable B. Yeah, keep letting them wigs be your hat, Mrs. Topad." Karlissa saw all of these insults and immediately clapped back to let her know she wasn't scared. She said she wouldn't throw hands with her, but she sure wouldn't waste any time reporting her to the police for threatening to attack her, especially since she knows everyone in Chrisean's family is on probation. Karlissa said, "First of all, I never said anything about you, sweetheart. I expressed how I felt about my grandson when someone sent me that gruesome video. As a grandmother, I can press charges because it's inappropriate. I can also press charges for those consequences pending threats because I know y'all are on probation." Now, the reason a lot of people sided with Karlissa on this is because Chrisean's family actually has a history of allegedly touching each other inappropriately. And Chrisean even admitted this herself a few months ago when she accused her own sister of making her eat her kitty when she was just 7 years old.
Remember when I was 7? You made me eat your... You said what? I'm done talking.
The crazy thing is, that wasn't the first time Chrisean had accused Techie of allegedly touching her. Just a few months before this, she and Techie were going at it on social media when she got on IG Live and revealed that she didn't have a real relationship with Techie because their problems go beyond the usual sibling fights. She said Techie was fast when they were kids. She said Techie would do things to her whenever she would ask to play house. Chrisean said her family knew about Techie's behavior, but they kept giving her a pass and allowed the kids to be around her.
I don't have a real relationship with my sister because when I realized when I got older, she didn't really too when we was kids. She was a fast individual, bro. Ask her about when she wanted to play house. What? No, cause she acting like they really trying to touch me. Like we don't like each other because our childhood, bro. Don't be making up. Like, yeah, we forgive you and all this other shit. We don't talk about what happened. And now you're trying to like make it seem like something really happened, something really was going on. First of all, that's all TV. But if we'll be honest, I forgave you, Latika, for a lot. Still forgive you. Just keep my name.
But here's where it gets even darker, y'all. Chrisean wasn't the only child in that household allegedly being violated by Techie. Turns out, their nephew, who was living under the same roof, came forward with his own heartbreaking story. In 2022, during a string of emotional breakdowns on Instagram Live, he opened up about what really happened behind those closed doors. According to him, when they were younger, Teki was left in charge since she was the oldest. But instead of taking care of them and handling the house chores, she'd convince him to do the work, and in exchange, she'd allegedly engage in inappropriate acts with him. He confessed that, being so young at the time, he didn't fully understand what was happening. But Teki continued anyway. As he got older, the trauma started taking a serious toll on his mental health. He struggled in silence for years, and eventually, the pain became so overwhelming that he even attempted to take his own life.
I don't even want to do this for real, because at the end of the day, I know how this ends. But at the end of the day, y'all need to give a how I ended. I tried to kill myself 5 times on that Franklin Street steps, and y'all at me, bro. So it's time to go out there. Latifah, Tashika, she'll suck your you just to clean the shower because she's too bougie to clean anything. I'm like, I don't know what the going on. I'm just like, bro, this is weird. It felt weird. So I'm like, this is wrong. You my family. So I don't know what's going on. So long story short, that my aunt tried to make me in the garage and get in the house. I guess she gave word to the uncles and aunts, which I ain't know, but now I know. Because I'm older, I'm smarter, I'm more wiser. But back then I didn't know. But yeah, I get in the house. Now my other aunt, the older one, she bring me in the bathroom. And when she bring me in the bathroom, she said, "You want me next?" I'm confused as bro. I'm 7. I'm like, what the you talking about? She like, "You want me next?" I don't want to wash this tub because I guess my grandmother told her to wash the bathroom. We had chores growing up, by the way. My grandmother ain't play that shit. She made us wash the dishes, clean the house, all that. Well, what's going through trauma as a kid? That's when y'all supposed to be asking me these questions. How is it impacting you now? This and that. Yeah, when I was a kid, when that was happening myself, I used to break shit over my head a lot. I used to do a lot of shit, bang my head to the wall. So I'd have been pulled out of every school I went to. I've been locked up by cops in schools, all that. That's when y'all should have been asking me the questions, but nobody cared because nobody was famous. So I was just going through hell.
A lot of people thought he was lying at first, but his mother also stepped into the chat and confirmed that he was indeed allegedly touched by Teki. She said Teki and Crowan were all kids, but Teki was older and she knew better, and she still decided to take advantage of the fact that she was the older sibling and did nasty things to both him and Crowan.
My son was 7, going on 8. They was all kids, but they was older than my son and they knew better. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They knew better. I hug them every day, baby. I got you. I hug them every day. And it hurt them more right because they keep lying. People in here thinking that it's a lie. They sick too. They sick. Because who the right mind will come on live and talk about some like make up some like that. At that. And the 6 they did and the he not only talking about Tifa, he was talking about everybody. If he was one of our day ones, you would know this. The ones that admitted it, the ones he not really saying too much about. The ones that apologize, those are the ones he not really saying about.
Now, nobody's saying that just because Chan's niece was kissing Junior on the mouth, it automatically means that he's also being touched. However, all this mess with Chan's family is the reason why people got triggered when they saw that video. One person said, "Yeah, don't kiss my baby in the mouth, and with all the allegations made against the family, why would she think this is cool? The family needs to learn boundaries. What person in their right mind would think this was okay, even without the allegations? The niece is wrong." Another person said, "I don't even kiss my own son on the mouth. Maybe that's just my own trauma, but nobody should be kissing children on the lips, especially not if you're not the parent. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Karlissa going in on Chan's niece for kissing Junior all up on the mouth? And do y'all think folks were right to react the way they did to that video? Y'all already know what to do. Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video. Chan is finally responding to Karlissa for speaking on the raging incest activities in her family, and baby, we need to keep Karlissa in our prayers. This comes after Karlissa slammed Kron's niece for kissing Junior all up on the mouth. Initially, Kron was quiet, and most of us honestly thought she was just keeping herself out of the mess since she and Karlissa already don't get along. However, she just clapped back, and she responded with her hands, not her words. Things got so bad that Karlissa jumped on the internet looking a mess and threatened to call the cops on Kron if she and her family didn't stop coming for her. Kron's niece had already said she was going to have to put hands on Karlissa the next time she saw her. But even before that could happen, Kron stepped into the chat and shook Karlissa up. Now, for those of y'all who are somehow not up to date on this mess, it all started just a few days ago when a video went viral of Kron's niece, Dagner Megan Noah Jr. She was having her lips all up in that little boy's mouth and just being extremely inappropriate. This video immediately led to a nasty back and forth between Karlissa and Chan's niece because Karlissa had some things to say about that video and Kron's niece was not too happy about it. I'm angry on so many levels because I don't know what I'd do if I saw someone put their lips in my baby's mouth. Jonathan Border, you are really in a world of trouble. Like I said, Kron's niece saw this and she was not having it. Even though she's way younger than Karlissa, she insulted her real bad and even said she'd pull up if Karlissa didn't keep her mouth shut. My baby cousin, the one that y'all love to hate, I can kiss him if I want to. Unlike over there with y'all, he's loved over here with us. Big loved. Thanks for playing with my top and mentioning my name. I've been wanting my mother to slap you anyway, you witch. Congratulations. Consequences pending. It's on site. You just don't get enough. And I bled and pissed you the F off. You think my mama going to do something? I'm not worried about no B in them comments. If they not pulling up to throw hands, damn sure not fussing with AB. That's not from Baltimore. She also posted a thirst trap of Karlissa with her bare cheeks out and captioned it, "Wicked, old, tired, miserable B." Yeah, keep letting them wigs be your hat, Mrs. Top Hatter. Karlissa did not let this slide either. She made it real clear that she would not hesitate to drag her and the entire family to jail if any of them ever tried to put their hands on her. First of all, I never said anything about you, sweetheart. I expressed how I felt about my grandson when someone sent me that gruesome video. As a grandmother, I can press charges because it's also inappropriate. I can also press charges for consequences pending because I know y'all on probation. Like I said, Kron was real quiet during all this mess, and people assumed it was because she and Karlissa already don't get along and she just wanted to save face. That was until recently, when they were both at Blue's birthday party, and she threatened to smack the attitude out of Karlissa if she didn't stop speaking on her and her family. During the birthday link-up, Karlissa went on IG Live like she always does and started to video everybody telling their business to the internet. From the looks of it, she and Kron already had some tension going on because Kron was seated all the way at the other side of the room with Blue's dad, while Karlissa sat with everybody else, almost as if Kron was avoiding her to steer clear of any drama. And that still wasn't enough to stop them from getting into it with each other. Chan ended up going live as well, while she was still at the birthday link-up, and she made it very clear that she didn't like how Karlissa was trying to start some mess with her. Karlissa ended up seeing Kroon's live after she left the party, and of course, you know she had something to say. She says she doesn't know why Kroon got all up in her feelings and dragged her, because as far as she's concerned, she didn't even know Kroon was mad. She also claimed that Kroon stomped her in the face after she ended that live, and that she'll be getting in touch with the police as soon as she can to inform them that Kroon, who's supposed to be on probation right now and claiming to be a born-again Christian, is out here stomping her in the face. Now, Kran found out that Karlissa was cussing her out, and she jumped on live again for a second time. But this time, she didn't sound as brave as she did the first time. However, she still called Karlissa a clout chaser and said she doesn't know why Karlissa keeps trying to make it look like they get along when they actually don't like each other. She said because of Karissa's long history of clout chasing off her and Blue, her first thought was to go in on Karlissa when she saw that she had pulled her phone out at that birthday link-up because she thought Karlissa was fishing for clout once again. It's a whole lot going on, and of course, everybody had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "She worried about the wrong-ish girl. Why your son not walking yet? Focus on getting your child's health together. I thought she found Jesus." Now this one time, I agree with Karlissa. How you mad, but play like you for me. I'm so sick of Chrisean. Grow up. Another person said, Chrisean is so weird. She acts like Blueface only belongs to her, and she's the only person he needs or wants. Shaking my head. Karlissa was being herself. I don't think she was being malicious. But of course, Chrisean has to make something out of nothing. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Chrisean's threat to stop Karlissa? And do y'all think Karlissa is right for running to the police about it? Y'all be knowing what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video. Christian, come on, be serious for once in